Hi, are you trying to apply for the Chevening Scholarship, which is currently ongoing? Maybe the website is very overwhelming, complex for you. But don't worry, do not fret. I am here to provide you with a step by step guide on how to fill the form, especially on the portal. We will do that together. With my laptop, I'll be sharing my screen and I'll be explaining everything and providing also information that you need to bear in mind when making the application. I believe that this video will be an ultimate guide for you. Everything will be based on my experience as a successful applicant. So let's get started. Hi everyone, my name is Chinaza and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, you are very welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you are very welcome, my noble friend. It's so good to see you again. As I promised, today we'll be diving into the Chevening Scholarship application and we'll be providing a step-by-step guide on how to apply for the scholarship. The Chevening Scholarship, it's currently ongoing and it started in August and the application window will close in November. So you have a lot of time to make this application and I wish you good luck. But first, let's watch this video so you will understand the portals and everything you need to know in filling this form. So now we are in Google and we have to search for the Chevening Scholarship. And then we click this. You can read all the information here. Make sure you do so. And we will not go into that. We are just here to apply. So I take it that you have gone through all this. And then you click on apply. It will bring out find awards in your country or territory. So there are different countries here. You just have to choose your country. And then for me, I want to choose Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria and I want to apply for scholarship. So you don't go to fellowship. What you're applying for is scholarship. And now it takes us to the Chevening in Nigeria page. So read this information, read it carefully, please. Okay? If you haven't done so, read it. And now we want to apply today. It takes us to this website as well. You choose an award. Choose an award, choose the country or territory you're applying for. Nigeria, let's use our country. And then I want to choose this Chevening Scholarship 2025 to 2026. I'm not choosing the other one. So it takes us to this page. You can see I type zazestar@gmail.com. Okay, I like to use a very official email. Don't go and use findbaby.com.gmail. All those things. Try and create a good email. Don't use like this is my email now. I'm just using it for this practice. It's not the email I will use if I'm applying for this very scholarship. Okay, so use a very official email, especially in all your scholarship applications. Don't use hotbaby.com.gmail. No, all those things doesn't make sense. Anyway, we find Nigerian number and I put my number 08148459590. This used to be my number, but I think they blocked it in Nigeria, so I don't have it anymore. And I want to use another email, Chinaza Arinzechukwu. Now let's click here. So they say you will receive a verification link in your email. Please check your inbox. So let's go check our inbox now, okay? The next part you will see is where I've checked my inbox and I bring out the video. So I'm currently in my email and said, thank you for your interest in Chevening Scholarship. We strongly recommend you submit your application as soon as possible. Avoid missing the deadline. So don't miss the deadline, okay? And here is the application portal. Please verify your email address by clicking the link below to log into your application portal. You will then be able to continue your application. So let's log in. And I believe you've gone to your email and found the link and then click on this. This is what you will see once you do that. The next question is, are you a citizen of Chevening eligible country? Are you a citizen of a Chevening eligible country and territory? Yes. So there are eligible countries for Chevening application. We are Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. Yes, of course. Will you return to your home country through which you are applying for a Chevening award after your award has ended. So this is very important. If you will return to your home country, say yes. If you will not return to your home country after your experience and study in the UK, please say no. And once you click no, that could be the end. But if you are serious about making changes in your country, and just like Chevening has said, this is something that is very important to Chevening, you click on yes. I am real. You need to understand all these policies. Do you have or are you currently studying for a recognized undergraduate degree that you'll be accepted? So they're asking if you have currently, or you are currently, they are asking if you have studied for an undergraduate degree that is recognized to study in the UK. So this is equivalent to an upper second class honors degree in the UK. You say yes. So if you're applying to any school that you want to apply to in the UK for this Chevening application and you are not sure because of this thing they said here, 2-1, equivalent to 2-1, reach out to the school if you already know the course you're applying for, because some of these schools, they still take 2-2, they still take 2. It depends on their program you're applying for. So don't use because of all this. All they're asking you is, do you have a degree that will be accepted for an admission in the UK? So if you know that your degree, your results can be accepted, you click yes. Do you have at least 2 years work experience? Remember, I said this is very important. Work experience is very important for Chevening application. This is equivalence of 2 years, the 2,800 hours I talked about in my previous video. So here is yes, if you have. Are you at least 18 years old? They don't want people below 18 years. Say yes, I am. Will you have completed your undergraduate degree before the date of submitting this application? If you won't, please click no. If you will receive your undergraduate degree before the end of submitting of this application, you click yes. Do not lie in any of this application because it's very important. Are you applying for a scholarship for a course of study commencing in the UK autumn term 2025? 2025 is next year, September, fall. So you say yes because that's the admission you will apply for. Okay? So, and then we continue. Eligibility requirements continues. This is the second page. Are you a British citizen? If you are not, say no. If you are, say yes. So me, I am not. I am not a British citizen. Do you aspire to be, or are you already a leader, decision maker, opinion former in your home country? So here they're asking you, are you a leader? Chevening wants people that are leaders. You don't need to be a leader at the moment, but you are aspiring to be a leader. Fine, you are still going to, you are eligible to apply. If you have made decision, no matter how little in anywhere you are, you don't need to be in the government or in one big NGO to make change or to lead. Anywhere you are leading in your home country, you are a leader. So the question they're now asking is, do you aspire to be a leader in your country? If you aspire to be so, then this Chevening scholarship is for you. So click yes. In the past 5 years, have you studied in the UK with funding from a UK government funded scholarship? If you say yes, if this is true, let's say you've applied for, if you've gotten Commonwealth that is funded by the UK government or whatever scholarship you've gotten by the UK government, you say yes. If you have not, say no. Me, no. Have you, like in this application, I'm just saying no. Okay? Have you been employed in a permanent temporary internship role since September 2000 by the UK government, British Council and the Association of Commonwealth Universities? No, I have not. If you have, click yes. If you have not, no. Have my English is bad. Have any of your immediate relatives been employed by the above organization since September 2020? Just in case, ask your brothers and your sisters, These are immediate relatives are defined as parents, siblings, step-siblings, children, spouse, civil partner. So I believe that if your siblings and your parents and your spouse have been employed in this very organization, you should be able to know. But if you are not sure, ask them all. And then the next, my own, nobody has been employed in this government, so I will say no. And then I continue my application. You have passed the eligibility check. You will receive further instruction in your email to continue with your application. Please check your inbox, junk or spam folder. Now let's go back to our emails, okay? Go back to your email. I hope you're still with me. So I've gone back to my email, and here is this email. I hope this is it. 553, yes, this is it. So we click on that. Make a note of your access code. You have passed the initial eligibility check for Chevening Scholarship. Have passed, so I hope you pass as well. Be sure to take a photo of your code. So now they are telling you to take a photo of this code. You will need this code every time you access your application. You see, it's very important. That's why read. Don't go and just say continue without reading the information here. So let's take a screenshot of this code. Or you take a note of your code. You can copy as well. Copy access code to clipboard. Okay, and paste it somewhere. I like to do this kind of thing like this. So now let's continue. We already have our code in mind. And now we have to enter our code and then submit. You can now continue with your application. So these are the things you need to do: eligibility and then having this code. Remember to keep that code in mind because you will always use it to enter your application portal. You will click on this link. You will be prompted to continue your identity by providing 8 characters. So read. I always say that. Continue application. You see, did you see what they just did here? So to access my application, I need to put the first code. My first code is Q. I'm really enjoying this portal. 1, 2, 3, 4. My fourth code, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is your sixth code? Mine is this. And then I continue. Wow, I am here now. So the deadline for submitting this application is 11:59 November 2024. And you can see the application portal. Wow, it looks quite different now. So we can now fill, you can see all the things you need to fill: the personal details, citizenship and travel documents, higher education history, work history, program of study, referees, supporting statements, equal opportunities, and then you submit your application. There is something I want to say here. When we want to, as you fill your details, all these details, I prefer you to check again and again. Now we go through this, you come back again. Don't be in a hurry to submit your applications, okay? So let's get started. Start now. We click on the link. We can't click on this start now, so click on the link. Bear in mind that once submitted, you will no longer be able to make amendments on this document. So make sure you are filled. That's why I said when you are filling a form, don't go close to the submit button. Be filling the form, continue reviewing your essays or whatever information you have put there, and make sure that they are all correct before you submit. Personal details. Let's go to personal details. Here, you just have to put your name, given name. My given name is Chinaza. Middle name. Middle name is, you can put that middle name. And then last name is Arinzechukwu. I do not have a last name. If you don't have a last name, you can. I don't know who doesn't have a last name, but if you don't have, shall put it. So, shall click it here. Then date of birth, you put your date of birth, 20th February, I will not say my date, 1999, whatever. So just make sure you're not less than 18 years. Okay, let me put 1998. And then confirm your date of birth. You confirm again, 20th February. So it's not correct. This is a model application that I'm using to show you. Okay, so your current address, I'll just write anything. Onitsha. Zip code. Find your zip code. Some people don't know their zip code, especially when I started applying for scholarships. I didn't know my zip code. So just go to Google, type your, let's say, Onitsha South zip code. Zip code, you see, and find it, you see. So you choose any of this zip code. 431102. So we click on 431102. So I just showed you how you can find your zip code, okay? You use Google. And then which country? Nigeria. Type it so it will be easy for you. Choose your region. Anambra. For me, I'm from Anambra. That's where I applied for when I got the scholarship. My state or region is not listed. If your state is not listed here, you now click on my state, province, region is not listed. And then you type it in. This is it. Let's click it. You can see where you can type it. But then I already put mine, so we go forward. Preferred location of interview based on your selected country, Nigeria. So now we have Abuja. Now we have Lagos. I remember I did my interview in Abuja. So because Abuja was kind of close, I have family there, and I wanted to see the family that were living in Abuja. So I just stayed in Abuja. So that's it. Click on Abuja and then save progress. You can save your progress. Okay? No, thanks. You can save your progress. In progress, you can save and complete. So if you have completed that, you can save. You can always go back and edit. You understand? You can always go back and edit. So anyone you save and complete is more like, you have put all the information there. So you can use that as a way of just checking quality control checks, just to check which one you need to go back to. But when you are done with the whole application, go back to everything, okay? So citizen and travel document. If you are offered a Chevening scholarship, it is expected that in most cases you will travel to the UK on the passport of the country where you hold citizenship. All Chevening awardees must travel on ordinary passports. So these are the types of ordinary, non-diplomatic, non-government government official passports. All questions are mandatory, so you must answer all the questions unless they are specifically marked as optional. Is your country or territory of citizenship different from the country of current residence? I want to say something. Even if you're in any country, let's say you're studying in Canada and you want to apply for the Chevening scholarship, you can apply to the Chevening in Nigeria, but you need to declare it here. Is your country or your country / territory of citizenship different from the country of your current residence? Now, let's say I'm in Canada doing my, as I'm in Canada now, and I want to apply for Chevening. I can say yes because I live in a different country, and here I can now choose the country where I currently live in, Canada. Okay, but now, do you have but then if you are living in your country currently, then you need to you need to say no. If you're living in your country currently, you say no. For me, I would just say yes. You see, I'm living in another country. Then I chose Canada. Do you hold a valid passport for your country? What you will do is yes. You say yes. Then you have to type your passport number. Okay? That's why I said these are the documents. Watch the video I posted last week. I mentioned all the things you need to have available when making applications. You see now, there is no room for you to submit your passport before the deadline, or let's say there is no room for you to submit your passport number after the deadline. Now, you see that you need your passport before even submitting this app, before even as you're putting your personal details. So this is the first thing you should have, your passport. Do you hold a dual citizenship? I don't. If you do, you click yes. Do you hold a refugee status? No, I don't. If you are, click yes and read this information so you understand what a refugee person is defined as. Do you hold any other form of legal residency? No, I don't. If I am a PR or permanent resident of Canada, I would have said yes. I would say, do you hold any other form of legal residency? If you are a resident of the country you are currently in, say yes. Let's say you are living in a country different from where you are, from let's say your country of origin. You say yes. That's what I understand. Do you have a valid UK visa or permission to enter or remain in the UK? I don't have. My UK visa have expired. Have you ever been refused a visa for any country? Please answer all these things. No, I haven't. Have you been deported, removed, or otherwise leave any country? No, I haven't. Do you have any criminal convictions in the UK? Or no, I have. convictions. I don't have. Have you ever been arrested or charged with any offense in any country? If you have, say yes. You will now explain. Let's say if you say yes, you provide explanations on how it went, whatever it was, whether you've been released or not. Okay? But if you don't, say no. Now here we save progress and continue. Now you see we filled all the forms here. You can always come back to check what you have filled. The next one is higher education history. Now let's go to the higher education history. You haven't added any higher education. Tell us about your higher education history. Add higher education. So I'm just going to use one higher education history here so we don't waste time. We need, if you have more, if you have a master's previously, it will not prevent you from applying for Chevening Scholarship. Please put it. Do not lie. Anyone you will know that it will be beneficial to what you're applying for, add it, okay? So here, which country? I will say Nigeria. That's where I had my bachelor's degree, because no matter what, I need to put my bachelor's degree. Which university? You select your university here. My university was Nigeria, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So here is my university, my institution. If your institution is not listed on that very like the drop down, please click here and then provide the name of your institution. My own was listed. I need to put it back. It has disappeared. University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So course title, my course title was Food Science and Technology. So you can put anything, any course you studied. Degree type. What did you study? Is it bachelor's degree, BSc, BA, BPharm, whatever, medical doctor, all the things whatever degree type that you studied, please put it here. It must not be just BA and BSc. You put the one you did. So the next thing is dates from the date you started your study. For me, I remember I got admission. I put the date I got admission. I remember I put 5th. I can't remember, either 5th December that you started your studies, and then the date you finished. It's optional, you can see. So even if you have not finished, you can put it. Day you finished, find the date you finished. If it's August, if it's July, whatever date you finished. Let's say I finished in 2015, you put it there. Choose your result scale. What did you get? In GP, in percentage. So here, you have to choose like GPA. For me, my school was in GPA. If your own is in percentage, you put it. If it's just find your scale here. If it's 0 to 100 score, put it. If it's a numerical scale of 4, put it. So if it's passed to distinction, like there are some courses, I think pharmacy or something, they use pass distinction to graduate. So whatever you are using whatever grade they put in your certificate, please put it here, okay? For me, I'm putting GPA because that's what they put on my study. And then for me, I made 4.0. That was my own 4.01 or something. Save and close. Now, if you have another one, you can add it. For now, I won't add this, okay? If you made mistake and if you just cross-check what you have here, you can always click and change. You see, change the information. Once you are done changing, save and close. So now we are done with the higher education history. We go to work history. Now, they said, tell us about your work history. Your work experience may include full-time, part-time, voluntary, paid, unpaid internship, freelancing. So you see the kind of work experience that would make up your 2,800 hours, right? So make sure you put any information that is very relevant for your application. Put as many work experience you have as possible, okay? And be true with it, especially with the days. Put the correct information and cross-check everything you have put in to make sure that it tallies well with your CV. So, because I don't know whether you submit your CV for your school applications, but let's see whether we need that here. Also, so how your work history is calculated, you can see it here. But now let's click on work history. Job. What was your job title? Let's say quality control personnel, or you were a teacher. or whatever you have. Me, I remember I had work experience as a teacher in one school where I lived. So I put that work experience as well. And employer and organization, you can put Oliver Biscuits. Oliver Biscuits Industries. Let's just put it like that. And the sector. You can always change if you find out that the sector you put is wrong for your application. That's why I said fill the form and then continue reviewing it until the day you are sure that every information you've put here is correct. So let me just choose technology and industry. If your sector is not there, you can put other, and then you understand. Employment type. Is it full-time? Is it part-time? Is it voluntary? Is it paid internship? So for this very job, let's put full-time because it's kind of full-time that we are going to say. And day you started. When did you start? Let's say the second day of April or whatever, 2017. Is this your current position? If it's your current position, you click yes. That means you started from 2017 and you are still here. Okay? And let's say this is not is this your current position? No. So when did you stop working here? You now write the day you stopped working here. Let's say 2nd August 2017, 18, 19. Let's say 2019. How many hours did you work per week? So now you have to calculate how many hours you worked per week. For example, if you worked a day, if your job starts, let's say 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you stop for, let's say you are working 8 hours in a day. 8 hours times 5 is already what? 40 hours per week. That's how you calculate it. Then you write 40 hours per week and then they will calculate it for you. Now, you can already see that my work experience here for working from 2017 to 2019, April to August, and I worked for 40 hours per week. They calculated it as 4,840 estimated total hours. So I've met the Chevening work experience requirements. Okay, you can make changes. Remember, you can make changes if you find out that the information here or you have typographical errors, so you can always change. Okay, so now let's move on to the next thing we have. But you may want to check how your work history total hours are calculated. So you see it, check it here. Your entries will be calculated automatically. For the calculation, a working week comprises 35 to 60 hours. So if you put anything more than 60 hours or more, that's I don't think they will even consider your application. So just try and make sure that whatever you are putting is correct. Do not come and just make your hours so much and beyond what somebody can even do in a day. So just be careful with that, okay? And even if it was a typo, please make sure that you correct. That's why I said cross-check your application. Very well. So now we save and complete. We are done with the work history. If you have other work experiences, you can add there. Now, let's go to program of study. You see this information, you have to read it carefully. And let's just go through it. They say, tell us about your proposed program of study. There is something I want to say here. Let's first of all read. The Chevening program supports individuals wishing to study a full-time master's in the UK. Distant learning and part-time courses are not eligible. You can see where they mentioned it here. So forget about this, it's full-time. And then it is essential that you research and identify 3 different courses before submitting your Chevening application. I don't need to explain this, it's already self-explanatory. 3 different courses at the same university with similar 3 courses. 3 different courses at the same university with similar course titles. Did you see? This can be 3 different courses with similar course titles at 3 different universities. Or 3 courses at different universities, all with the same course title. When we're talking about course title, let's say, for me, I chose Food Security in University of Glasgow. I chose my another choice, Food Security and Development, University of Reading. And in another one, I think my third choice was Exeter, something relating to food security and something. So these are having the same title. Why do I think this kind of information even helps you? Because some people before used to choose different courses. They choose food security, they choose food science, they choose food safety in 3 different universities or in the same university. That doesn't make your application aligned properly, because when you are talking about your interest, you are not trying to go and I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in something else. No, you make something you are interested in consistent. That's why they are helping you, providing you with this information. So you can bear that in mind. And now, please write this down. So choosing the courses you want to study based on all these things they've mentioned is very important. So you are expected to apply to these courses as early as possible. Candidates should not enter into a financial commitment with any university unless they are selected for Chevening Scholarship. If a university is asking you for a deposit, please let them know that you are still in the Chevening selection process, and that results will be announced from early June. You see, in case they tell you to make deposits, send this email to them explaining this thing that Chevening have put on their website. Your Chevening application does not constitute an application for your chosen courses. You see, as you're applying for the Chevening Scholarship, you are not applying for the course online on here. You are going to do that differently on your own. So they said, please search the course finder on the post-graduation website for the full list of master's programs. So you applying here does not mean you're applying for the scholarship, for the admission. You are only applying for the scholarship. So if you get your admission, they will give, when you get the Chevening Scholarship, then you go and study wherever you applied for. But it must have to be in the UK, as they mentioned here. Please note that there will be no opportunity to amend these courses. This is very important. Note that there will be no opportunity to amend these courses once your Chevening application is submitted. So whatever you are choosing now, make sure that that is what you really want to study. Because you will not change. Therefore, we recommend that you list courses to which you feel confident you will gain entry. So make sure that you are applying to a course that you know. Don't go and apply to one big school and you don't get admission. At least if you're choosing, you can choose the big ones, the normal good. All the universities in the UK are great. So choose, and choose the ones you know that you can get admission into. Okay? So the Chevening applies a tuition cap of this to MBA. If you're applying for an MBA course, just know that you may complete some of your tuition, because I think this is what they offer for MBA. If you select an MBA course, you'll be expected to fund the remaining part of the fees over the £22,000. Okay, but this is just for MBAs though. So you can apply for your normal courses and they will fund you. If you cannot find your chosen course listed below, check the information on the website about eligible courses. So click here to find more about the eligible courses if you can't find your courses. So here is the place to choose your course. At first choice of your course, you have 3 choices to make. Remember they mentioned it. So here you say the university name. I will put, let's say Reading. I love Reading. That's where I put in my first choice for the Chevening and I got it, but I didn't go. I chose the Erasmus. Title of course. Food security. You see I mentioned the food security and development. Course or degree type is MSc. So for this course or degree type, you have to find out on the website of this school. You type University of Reading. Make sure you've checked the course you want to apply for before coming here. Don't put anything here until you have checked. So these are the things you have to make sure you know. What is it? Is the course a master's taught or MSc research? Whatever it is, you have to put it here. And it has to be within 1 year. Have you already applied to this course? If you have not, say no. If you have, say yes. If you have conditional offer, say yes. If you are waiting for the decision, this is your. So here, as at the time I was applying, I put in some of the courses I've applied, in some of them I've not. So yeah, I said yes, I've applied, I'm waiting for a decision. So here you can see, if offered a Chevening Scholarship, you will need to have an unconditional offer. Unconditional offer is that you've met all the offers, all the criteria for the admission. Okay, so here they are meant to submit your unconditional offer to Chevening by 11th July 2025. That's when you should, like, at most you should have unconditional offer for this university on this very date. Save and close. Now we've added our first choice. You can now add your second choice, your third choice, just like I've mentioned. We will not go into that. So you've seen how to put your first and second choice. So you can put your second choice, you put your third choice, okay? Remember to find the type of master's that your course is, the name of the school, and all the information you need. So they said choose the subject area. Now you have to choose your subject area. For this subject area, is it even here? It should be agriculture. Why are they not putting agriculture here? Science. So if you know where your own falls, you can put it. If you have any question, you can always send them an email. I think it's development studies though. So yeah, and then we save, and there is a problem on this. What problem is that? If you do not have all the information, save your progress and return to the task later. So we can't save and complete. You can only save and progress. So you see, in progress, we have not completed all the information. So you see what happened. I clicked on save and complete, but it gave an error message. So all I need to do is to save, not save and complete, because I haven't put all my choices. So if you are yet to put all your choices, just do save, okay? Now, referee. For the referee, you see, references are an integral part of the selection process. I mentioned in one of my videos how important referee letter is and how you should contact your referees before you even put their name on the application portal. So if you haven't done so, don't put anybody's name here if the person is not willing to provide referee for you. Once you decide on making any scholarship application, the next thing you should do is think about which referee will be best for my application. Now you can find out which. They said they need 2 referees. Let's even read what this referee should be like. At this time, you only need to provide the details. So you don't need the referee letter itself, okay? If you are invited to the interview, you will need to upload 2 referee letters of 2 letters of reference to the system no later than 19th February 2025. The window of time to do this will be approximately 2 weeks. So you see, what they're telling you here is that at this point of application, all you need to do is submit the names. Now you have to make sure that these people can provide you a referee letter. If they cannot, look for people who will provide. Let's say you're currently working in a place. Ask for a referee letter from your boss. You can ask from anybody you have worked with, and that is very fine, okay? Make sure they are willing to provide this referee February, and will they be available to do so, okay? And then when you put their names, you see the deadline to apply, to submit that, and that will be like if you have been selected for interview. So within 2 weeks of being selected, you have to provide that. So make sure that they will be available within that period. Please select your referees carefully. They should be people who can comment on your general suitability to receive a Chevening scholarship. I remember then I used my boss where I worked, and where I worked in Anambra, and also my lecturer in Nigeria. They provided a very wonderful referee for me. I really loved them. Thank you very much, Mr. Ifani, and thank you very much, Dr. Kwezo. Shout out to you because you have been a great support in my journey. Anyway, so the references must be in English. A notarized translation alongside with original copy can be submitted together if the reference is not in English. So let's say your referee provided you information in French or in any language, then it should be translated by a notarized translator, okay? And then you must be uploaded to the application system. You should also ask your referees to visit the reference pages of Chevening website for details about what kind of information they include. So you see here, you can take this link, save it, like collect it, save it, and see what the referees will provide for you. You see, who can be my referee? A referee should be someone who knows you in professional or personal capacity, but not a friend, not a relative. Ask them early to ensure they have enough time to write a strong referee letter for you, reference letter for you. Okay, how many reference letters should I choose? You see, so these are the things you need to go through. These are the instructions for your referees. Let it be in English. Who should it be addressed to? It has already been here. Be addressed to the British Embassy in the applicant's country or territory. So British Embassy in Nigeria. You see? So you don't need to keep asking on Facebook. All the questions are here on the website. Who they should address it to and what your letter should contain. Now let's go back to the application. So here we put the name of our referee, name, China. Let's say my referee letter is Ifoma Okoye. Role. What role? Let's say whatever supervisor. Let's say product manager. Organization, Oliver Biscuit Industries. Okay, email. So you put the email of the person. It can be the company email, it can be the person's personal email if the company they're working on doesn't have. So Ifoma.okoye, whatever. Okay. Gmail. This email does not exist. I just put it there. Select number. So you can put the person's number. How do you know the referee? Is it academic referee from school, college, university, or your employer? For me, I put it as an employer, right? I have confirmed. You see, you have to confirm. I have confirmed my referee has consent to receive communication to the supplied contact details, and I'm aware my course choices and institution will be shared with them via email. Are you confirming that? Yes. So here I have to put the email or the number of my referee. So you have to put the number. Let's put a number here. Anything I'm putting here is not correct, though, please. So I'm just putting it as a model. 881-080-3433-71-2334. Save and close. So you put an email here. Okay, so you put the second one. So now, since we don't have the second reference, you have to request first. You see, you need to check in the consent that your referee has a consent to receive all that, and they know about your application. You save it. So now we can save progress. So all these ones I've saved here, like complete, save and complete, are complete. The ones saved in progress are the ones I should go back to provide information on. Now, supporting statements. Ooh, this is the very interesting part of Chevening application. So here we are still going to look at all these essay parts and essay prompts in our next videos, one after the other. So here you have to write a leadership and influencing essay. They said Chevening is looking for individuals who will be future leaders and influencers in their home countries. Explain how you meet these requirements using clear examples of your own leadership and influencing skills to support your answer. Don't think you need to have a very big experience as a leader to make this application. No, as small as it is, make sure you write it. We'll be looking at how to write your very great essays in the upcoming videos. And also, we have another essay. You have up to 4 essays: relationship building and shared learning. Chevening is looking for individuals with strong professional relationship building, like networking skills, who will engage the Chevening community and influence and lead others in their chosen profession. So please explain how you build and maintain relationships in a professional capacity. You see, they are giving you prompts, like they're giving you what they are expecting in this essay, which makes it even easy. Because if they have just said, write about your relationship building and shared learning. You'll be so confused. And I'm really glad they provide it and make it so easy for you to write. So now the next thing is studying in the UK essay. Remember, we've chosen the 3 courses you want to study. Now, they said outline why you have selected those 3 courses. Explain how this, you see why, so that, you remember the reason why they said choose a similar course. So you can have explanation to whatever you are choosing. So now you don't need to explain for 1, explain for 2, and explain for 3. They made it easy, so you know that you are choosing the same course. So whatever you are choosing, reason for studying that course, it's for everything, but maybe will differ based on the university and the course module and whichever city it is, or anything they offer in the school. So they said, please enter new information and examples here and not duplicate the information you have entered on the work experience. So remember, you provide roles like information on your work experiences, where you write your roles, right? But here, they're saying it's not the same thing you will have put in your work experiences or anything. Write out clear things, how the course you want to study relates with your previous academic or your professional experience and your plans for the future. So you see here, what you're about to study may not be even related to your undergraduate study, but it may be related to your work experience and professional experiences. So don't think that you have to make first class and apply for Chevening. No. I've seen people with 2-2, I've seen people with third class apply for Chevening. So far, your UK university will give you admission. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. So that is it. And then for the career plan, say Chevening is looking for individuals who have a clear post-study plan. Please outline your immediate plan upon traveling home and your longer-term career goals. You may wish to consider how this relates to what the UK government is doing in your country. You see how they are giving you clues on what you should write. Now you have to even find what you are doing. Is there anything the UK government is already doing in your country that relates to that you can be that you can influence based on your knowledge, the knowledge that you bring back. Chevening have a very strong network in all their countries, all the countries that are eligible to apply for Chevening. So they want their scholars to come back and lead. So, and they support you very well. So any way you want to write whatever you are writing that will support, that they will see you are serious and they can support you, they consider that. Okay, so write everything you need to know. Here you can see the maximum word limit is 500. I will mention, don't just go below 100, write between 100 and 500, don't exceed 500. And I will also say, don't come here and be writing your essay. Have a Word document or maybe something like Grammarly, wherever you want to write it away from here. If you are done writing, you copy and paste here. Okay. So for me, what I did was write on my Microsoft Word. After writing and editing and writing, because first of all, you have to write a very long essay that is up to 1,000. That's how I started. Write all my experiences in different paragraphs in a very smart method and star method. And then after writing, I start choosing the one to remove and the ones I want. Okay, and streamlining them to make sense. So if you do it here, you always come to this application. You may not have the data to come online all the time or the network to do so. So do it away from this very application and then come back to post. So we can say save progress and continue. When you fill your form, you can say save and complete. Equal opportunities. Now, these are questions. Equal opportunity. Chevening is an equal opportunity scholarship program. We aim to attract diverse range of applicants. Discrimination based on sex, gender orientation, sexual orientation, ethnicity, and all that. And it is not tolerated here in the Chevening application. Here, they said preferred pronoun. What is your preferred pronoun? She, her, or other. Do you consider yourself to be a disabled person according to the legal definition or to the social model? If you don't, say no. If yes, is your disability related to any of the following? So you can say yes or prefer not to say. So anyone you say. Do you require specific arrangements in order to attend an online or in-person interview? If you require a specific arrangement, it will not prevent. Look, what I want to say is that anything you put here will not prevent your scholarship. It will not prevent you from getting the scholarship. That's all. That's one of the things I know. Okay, so put the right information. If you need any arrangement, say yes, because they may provide all those info and also give room for you to come and arrive for your interview. So don't think it will prevent your application. Okay. No, I don't need. What gender do you identify as? If you are a woman, if you're a man, whichever gender. If you prefer not to use any of the term, you click on any one of these choices. Do you consider yourself to be part of any minority, disadvantaged group in your country? If yes, please add below. Okay, now you have to make sure that you read this to understand. Do you live in any of these areas? The capital city, another urban area, for example, a city that is not the capital city, or a town, a rural area. This will not prevent your application. It will just, I think it's just for them to know who is applying, where people are applying from. I know that most people, because the British Council in Nigeria is in Abuja, so people will know about Chevening more in Abuja, right? But they still want to know whether, as you are in your village, you know I was in my hometown. I got to know Chevening. How? I got to know from websites. I know Chevening when I was even an undergraduate, which was the reason why I graduated and went to take up a work experience to teach in a secondary school that I applied to in my hometown. So because I needed the work experience for Chevening application, I already knew them. I can't even remember how I knew, but I knew that I really wanted to study abroad when I was an undergraduate. So that was why I was looking for scholarships. So I live in you can say village or town. I live in a village, in a town. What type of school did you mainly attend between ages 11 and 16? Independent or free paying school, no bursary school. So choose any of these: state run or state funded, selective to academic faith or other grounds. Though you don't know, if you don't know, don't just say you don't know. Prefer not to say. So whichever one, okay? If you went to state run, you can put it here, state schools. Which is the highest level of qualification achieved by either of your parents by the time you were 18? So again, this is not to prevent you from getting the scholarship. They are not looking whether you are poor, coming from a poor home. I know people who have been self-funded to study their undergraduates in UK and they got Chevening. So they are rich kids, but they got the Chevening. So it's not about whether you are poor or rich. There are scholarships dedicated to people like you. Explain how poor you are, they will give it to you. But it's not for Chevening, okay? Chevening is for everybody. So all these things are just to see the kind of demography they have as applicants and as scholars, okay? What is the highest level of qualification achieved by your both parents? Nobody cares, okay? Please, nobody cares. So they just want to have this demographic information. So you can say prefer not to say. Let's put prefer not to say. For me, it's this, but let's say prefer not to say. Save and progress, save and complete. Now we are done with this. The next one is submit your application. So the next thing, you have to go through all this information and check whether they are all right for you, whether everything you have put here is complete and correct. Remember to submit early, and I personally wish you good luck in this app. You can always sign out and let's see, you can always sign out. Return to the previous email that you received to access the application system. Follow the link to log in and pass the security check to access your screen. So we've signed out now because we are done. We'll come back again to complete. You remember we left some things open, but I've taken you through all the processes. So if you want to go back to your application, go to your email, click that link that was sent to you, and then pass the security check. So yeah, we are done, and I believe that this video was very helpful to you. You can always come back and watch the video while filling your form so that it can help you understand what you need to put in your application form at any time. Please do well to share this video with anyone you know that will apply for the Chevening Scholarship or that is thinking about applying, or whoever you know that is qualified for this scholarship. Do not also forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos. We'll be looking at the Chevening essay prompts, and I believe that will help you in writing your essays, because that is also a very important step in the application process. Okay, see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I wish you good luck, absolute good luck in your application. Bye.